Was this you after your last losing trade? It's no secret that emotionally stable people are better at handling most of life's problems. And in trading, it's no different. When you think about it, of course it makes sense, but actually getting there is much harder. After all, we are human beings, which above all are very emotional creatures. We like to think that we aren't, but that's just not the truth.
Son of a bitch, Paul, why didn't you just go home? That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
I'm Zach, and in this video I'm going to look at 3 fundamental ways that we can attempt to smooth out our emotions for the betterment of our lives and trading. Hit that like and subscribe, and let's get it. We don't need to reinvent the wheel in order to help with our emotions. We can use some techniques that have been tried and tested for thousands of years by these guys. They were so obsessed with not letting their emotions mess with their decision making that they made a whole school about doing just that. How neat is that?
How neat is that? That's pretty neat.
Starting off with number 1, we need to manage our expectations. How many trading days have you had where all the trades are perfect winners and there was no nonsense that pissed you off? Like barely not getting filled on what would be a winning trade, or barely getting stopped out right before it did what you want. You maybe had a day or two like that, but they are the exceptions and not the norm. So why do we go into the trading day expecting perfection? We know that these things are common, yet we feel blindsided when they happen to us. Seneca wrote, "The unexpected blows of fortune fall heaviest and most painfully." The reality is that we need to start expecting these things to happen and prepare ourselves at the start of every day for them to happen. Before you start trading for the day, close your eyes and visualize these things that will make you mad happening to you. The stop loss hunt, barely missing your profit target, getting left behind right before the move, and so on. Accept that you are trading in the real world where these things are common and will happen to you. If we think about these things happening beforehand, it will help soften the blow when they do.
Welcome to the real world, jackass!
We need to start understanding what is actually in our control and let the rest go. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "In life, our first job is this, to divide and distinguish things into 2 categories. Externals I cannot control, but the choices I make with regard to them I do control. Where will I find good and bad? In me, in my choices." This is important because we often waste our emotional resources worrying about or beating ourselves up over things that we had no control over. When you break it down in trading, you really only have control over a couple of things: what direction you choose, where you are going to get in, and how much you are going to risk. From that moment that you get into the trade, you do not actually control if it is going to do what you want or not. Sure, there may be a big whale trader here or there that actually influences the market, but most of us are not that guy.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy. Okay.
Stop beating yourself up over what you had no control over. There will always be intangibles that we can't expect beforehand, and just general bullshit. So focus on the things you can control. How was my read on the market? How was my execution? Did I stick to my risk management? If we judge ourselves based off of these actions, even if we lose the trade, we can lessen the emotional blow knowing we did all we could. Number 3, we can choose not to be hurt. We don't get to choose what feelings come to us right after something happens, but we do always get to choose how we react to those feelings. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, said, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been."
His face.
Holy God, what are you showing me?
His head.
Come on!
Open your eyes!
This can be unpleasant to hear because after a losing trade, we want to feel justified in getting angry or upset because we have been wronged by the market or someone else. But the truth is that we are always at least 50% responsible for when we lose our emotional cool and act out. This doesn't mean that we should try to be emotional robots, but we have a lot more say in controlling our emotions than we like to admit, and being aware of that can help us. I hope these tips can help you all in your trading and in other areas of your lives. Emotions are not just something that we can turn on or off with the push of a button, but with consistent daily effort, we can become more emotionally well-rounded. That's it for this video. If you found it helpful and want more content like this, please remember to like and subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next one.